So do you ever see an out-of-context clip that makes you want to see what's going on there? Because I do. Pretty often in fact. But there was a clip, a singular clip that changed the way that I see movies as a medium. And what was this important life-changing clip? Well... Yeah, but bear with me here. What you just saw was a clip from a 2010 Ugandan movie titled Who Killed Capitan Alex, which was directed by
Isaac Godfrey Jeffrey Nabwana.
And as you can probably guess, it's not exactly a high budget movie, like maybe $85 max. But it does interest you, doesn't it? I mean, it definitely interested me. I simply wanted to know, who are these people, what is the Tiger Mafia, and what is going on with these helicopters. So we went searching for maybe like 10 seconds, because the title of the movie is quite literally in the description. And even better, it's free on YouTube, so I decided to watch it because why not? It doesn't cost me anything. And to be kind of honest, I expected a shitty low-budget movie that would make me laugh due to its low-budget nature. But instead, I got something else. Instead of a stupid low-budget movie, I got a pretty good budget comedy action movie where you can see the love for the medium and actors giving everything they have for their performances. And the same level of dedication can be said about the director, who not only directed, produced and edited the movie, but also had to delete the original files just to make another movie later. Which, let's be honest here, if this is not dedication, I don't know what is. But can you imagine if this was like in Hollywood or something? You know, you cannot watch the first Iron Man, Marvel had to delete all the files and the master to within the Avengers. So basically what I'm trying to say is to remember the conditions in which this movie was filmed when talking about it. It's kind of important, to be honest. And by the way, if this video reaches, I don't know, 1,000 likes, I will buy the physical copy of this movie, because again, why not? But anyway, please consider subscribing and let's get into Who Killed Capitan Alex. So, the movie begins with an intro sentence where we learn about what I've told you before. So, about the whole OG script thing. But also here we meet one of the best parts of this movie, VJ Emmy.
Get ready! Raymond Film Productions. Yeah, okay. Tighten your seatbelts.
VJ, which is short for Video Joker, is a narrator of sorts. He adds some context, humor, and translates things for the audience. And here, he is responsible for some of the best quotes ever.
I've never seen a woman. Production in action. Action is coming. Everybody in Uganda knows Kung Fu.
So after the intro, we meet the man himself, Captain Alex, giving the interview to the press. And like a real Sigma male that he is, he leaves after being asked a single hard question.
Kill them forever. Will you marry me? I prefer men. What? No.
So after this intense interview, we cut to the soldiers setting up a base in someone's backyard, supposedly in sewage. And based on this Reddit IMA, there is a chance that it is in fact sewage. But it's probably just muddy water, at least I hope so. So after some building and food of Germanic origin, we go to the only place where you can go when your base is on a literal pile of shit. A bar. Where during a party this goober who drank a little bit too much starts a fight over this girl.
Get off my wife! Wife? I thought that is a god!
A common mistake, I am very sure about that. And soldiers get 2 losses against 1 civilian. Like I know they were drunk so it's harder to fight. But I am not so sure that they are the right people for the job, looking at the fact that they had numbers on their side. So the fight ends when Captain calmly informs the soldiers that they should go back. And by the way, yes, this is in fact real blood. Oh, and we also get a scene that confirmed my suspicions. Ugandans can in fact teleport. So a couple of minutes into the movie, we go into combat proper, where we see that the actors are definitely not paid enough for this. I mean, these people care about acting more than some actors paid millions of dollars.
Who Killed Capitan Alex is the movie?
Thanks, I almost forgot. So around 9 minutes into the movie, we are finally introduced to our main antagonists, the Tiger Mafia themselves. And with them we also get the best explanation for any slow-mo ever.
They walk slow, cause they think slow.
So while the rest of the Mafia is doing some kind of deal, this mafioso goes and leaves. For what great purpose, you might ask? Well, to peace, and to get ambushed by soldiers.
Commandos! Tiger Mafia! Super Kicker! What's happening? Around!
Like, come on guys, you have a knife. And I know for a fact that you aren't scared of using it, as you can literally see a minute later.
La 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 la. Marvelous. Contagious. Sinabulia.
Oh, and by the way, Super Kika never comes back. He just skedaddles out of there, never to be seen again. So after a pretty big fight, we see that a member of the Mafia gets captured. And not just any random member, it's the brother of the boss himself, and never comes back later. But that thing aside, we finally see the boss of the Mafia himself, Richard. And he is about as calm as you might expect after hearing the news about what happened to his brother.
He does not listen to bad news. But I don't need you.
For starters, why would you say that? And secondly, a real mathematician, I see. Again, these people are not paid anywhere close enough for that. And fun fact, they aren't paid up front at all. They get paid based on how the movie performs, so they are doing all of that without knowing if it's monetarily worth it. So at this point I got kind of curious because we're halfway through the movie and the captain was still alive. Well, I didn't need to worry for too long because after a meeting with an undercover mafia agent, Captain is no longer online on the Ugandan server.
La 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 la. What?
Oh, and these two schmarts get kidnapped, but their only purpose is to move the plot along, so who cares? So, after the titular thing happens, we see that both sides are equally as confused.
Then who killed Captain Alex? Who?
Say that again?
Oh, and we also met our MC, Bruce Yu.
Now a super kung fu master's here. Not him. Him. From Ugandan Shaolin Temple.
So after being kicked out of a military investigation, which is fair enough, our MC goes to meet with his master and gets into a fight with these two guys for no discernible reason.
Action-packed movie!
And he does all of that only to be told to ghost off and then the master won't help him. This is genuinely the first time that I saw a spiderweb Hanok, and you know this guy is powerful because any normal person would just fall off and break their neck.
Ugandan Bruce Lee. We call him Bruce Yu.
What are you doing, my man? Is this the first time that you are cooking a fish? But anyway, after doing well that, he finds one of the Richard's wives. You know the one that personally met a bullet. And he basically ignores her to go participate in a training montage.
On is the movie. Training. He does not need wings to fly. Bruce Yu. Kafuru. Yatendeka bulungi nnyo mutendeka inazi ego crane style okugambe zitaichi nasi egwe nasoka jjayo kaliba. Oh, I'm so hungry. Finally I get to eat.
Fair enough. So after some filler, we get to see the pure Rizzler that is Richard. And let's just say that his methods worked perfectly. 100% would recommend.
olina ebintu ebyokusalawo bibiri okunfumbirwa oba okufa.
Welcome to Uganda. She was caught watching Nigerian movies. This is Uganda.
So after one of the best fight scenes in the movie, we finally get to see the force of nature that are helicopters in this movie. And a quick reminder, these are the helicopters that were just standing around in the middle of nowhere. I am kind of terrified to see what damage like a proper military one would be able to do.
Hello ntuuse mu Kampala. Tokyalinda kiba lwe ekizimbe kyonna kyolaba ekyobuvunaanyizibwa.
Tugana maaso. Bino, wait! Who Killed Captain Alex is the movie.
I absolutely agree. So after we see Bruce have his shit absolutely kicked in, we finally get to the scene.
Ugandan Ghetto Air Force. Man, the man is killing us, man.
Over. Drop the bomb.
Man. Commando! Commando!
Essaawa zibadde nga 6 ez'omutuntu. Ennyonyi ya poliisi ekubye ekizimbe mu kibuga. Tekinnamanyika ani akikoze. Poliisi n'amagye bakola ekisoboka okuzza embeera mu nteeko.
I think that they might have already mobilized before. So yeah, this is the end of the movie. What remains is a pretty sweet song about how the director loves his grandma, some BTS stuff, and the director basically going,
I am once again asking for your financial support.
but also Obama. So
Who Killed Captain Alex?
we don't know, it's never mentioned in the movie. So he just kind of leaves the server and it remains a mystery. Though maybe Bad Blood has the answer. I mean, it was advertised during this movie.
Who Killed Captain Alex? Schwarzenegger.
I see that Bruce wasn't the only one with a vengeful mission. So, what can we learn from this movie? Well, for starters, that Uganda is a romantic country and that you shouldn't watch Nigerian movies. But seriously, what this and other movies from the studio do great is show that you can create great things without using many resources, and also that things don't need to be perfect to be good. And a very important thing to remember when it comes to this movie is that a lot of things that I talked about here were like genre specific, not this movie specific. I mean, if you look at other movies from this genre, you will see that it's always over the top and that the MC has a lot of plot armor. Like genuinely, there are maybe like 2 main complaints that I have about this movie, and is that scenes sometimes are cut together with no rhyme or reason, and that it's sometimes hard to understand. But to be fair to the second one, I am also hard to understand, but also a lot of it's simply cultural things like the VJ and stuff like that. I wouldn't just say that it's some kind of grotesque, where it talks about the realities of war and the absurdity of it, but this is strange and most people that watching it on YouTube just want to see a low budget action movie, and in that regard, it definitely delivers. So basically, follow your dreams, clear bait and learn Kung Fu. It's been Eidorven, see ya, bye.
Ebola.